Hello everyone. I'm Rinku Diman, working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering department at RPI Technical and Medical Campus, Karnal. So today we are going to discuss a very important electrical engineering field, that is power electronics. So what is a power electronics? It is a field of electrical engineering that deals with the application of power semiconductor devices for the control and conversion of electrical power. So basically, this is a very vital field of electrical engineering that basically deals with the application of our power semiconductor devices like power diode, semiconductor devices like transistors, thyristors, etc. for the control and conversion of electrical power from one level to another level. So simply a figure illustrate over here, like we are with the input source, like it will be a AC, DC or unregulated supply, and here is a power electronic converter. This power electronic converter will behave like a converter which convert one energy source in another form. So and here is our load at the end point. So suppose we have a load like AC load over here, and we are supplying here DC. So our load is AC and the input supply is DC. So there is a no compatibility between them. So what our power electronic device will be do? It will convert this DC into AC. So our power electronic converter behave like an inverter. So power electronic converter will convert this DC into AC by using the inversion operation of this converter device and will operate our load. Vice versa is also true for AC supply and unregulated supply. And another thing, we are here with a controller, so we have to fix our reference voltage over here. So we will fix our reference voltage. It will give an controller signal to our power electronic converter. According to that, our voltage is regulated, and then a regulated supply is then fed to our load. So the output is always sensed by the sensor only. So we can say that power electronic converter is the heart of our electronic system. So here is an example of where we can use this power electronic devices. So here we are taking the example of photovoltaic solar panel. So this is the best example of a power electronic device. So these are our solar panels, and the pictorial view of this give over here, like we are with a DC source in terms of solar panel. So our solar panel will give us a DC supply. The DC supply, and at other end we are with our AC load. So DC supply is there and AC load is there, so we can't communicate to each other like this without any conversion. So what we will make, we are using a power electronic device over here. So this power electronic device will behave like an inverter. So what will be this inverter do? Solar inverter that will convert the DC source into AC source, and that AC is then utilized by our power grid AC load. Okay. So the next thing is, another example is power electronics. Example is wind turbine. So wind turbine, what will we do? In wind turbine, at the wind is fluctuating speed. So if the wind is fluctuating, then obviously rotor will also fluctuate, and it will generate the fluctuating AC supply. That fluctuating AC supply we have to feed our AC grid, power grid AC load. But our AC load is basically at 50 hertz as the constant supply. But we know that that fluctuating AC will convert into the fixed AC. So we use the power electronic device over here. So it will behave like as a cyclo converter that converts the fixed frequency into variable frequency, or same way vice versa we can use the power electronic device over here. So these are three main component of our power electronics. So we can say that power electronic has three areas of specialization. One is your electronics, another is your control, and third is your power. So electronics is related basically our solid state devices and circuits. So that will include like our thyristors, power diodes, SCR, and different families of our SCR. Control, So control include basically steady state and dynamic characteristics of our devices. And the finally power. So the power is basically, it can be AC or DC, that will be generated from different static or rotating equipment. So we can make like a power electronics is behave like a triangle. So it has three components. One is your like control component, then another power equipment, and the third is our electronic circuit. So power semiconductor devices have basically three categories. One is your power diode, second is your transistor, and third is your thyristors. So power diode is falls under the category of uncontrolled turn on and off devices, and transistor falls under the category of controlled turn on and off characteristics. So these includes the family like BJT, MOSFET, GTO, SITH, IGBT, SIT, and MCT, etc. And third category is thyristors, that falls under category of controlled turn on and uncontrolled turn off characteristics. So next is power diode. So power diodes basically falls in three categories again: general purpose diode, the second is fast recovery diode, and the third one we will deal with high frequency switches. So first one is general purpose diodes. So we have to categorize this general purpose diode with three characteristics. One is its voltage and current rating, the second is its application, and third is the what type of power diodes we are using nowadays. So first characteristics, like it operates at 6000 volt and 4500 ampere currents, and high reverse recovery time. We operate this with 25 microseconds and will operate at a frequency of 1 kilohertz. So low speed applications are there like rectifiers and converters, as we can utilize it. So two types of power diodes basically nowadays we are using. One is your stud mounted type, and another is your disc, press pack, or hockey puck type power diodes. So these are the characteristics of general purpose diodes. The second one is your fast recovery diodes. So fast recovery diodes is also known as high speed diodes. They have fast recovery diodes. Then secondly, they have same voltage rating as earlier discussed with like 600 volt, but the current rating is less over here in comparison to the first one, power diode. So that was 4500 ampere, and here is 1100 ampere. So reverse recovery time varies between 0.1 to 5 microsecond. It is very less in comparison to that one. And high frequency switching of power converters, as the time reverse recovery time is reduced, so the high frequency switching of power converter devices we can utilize, used in low speed applications like chopper and inverters. So these are the characteristics of high speed diode. And the third last one is known as the Schottky diode. So Schottky diode is basically a low on state voltage and very small recovery time in nanoseconds. So this time is very less in comparison to the earlier two we discussed. So voltage rating is very less in comparison to the earlier one, like 100 volt and 300 ampere. In this, PN junction is eliminated. So this is the more advantages. It is very less costly in comparison to earlier two discussed. Metal is anode and semiconductor is cathode. High switching frequency, so it have high switching frequencies because it works in nanosecond recovery time, so it is very high switching frequency. Obviously the low voltage and current rating is there, so on state losses are very less in comparison to the earlier one. So they are using in converter as a feedback and freewheeling diode. So nowadays we are using this kind of diode as the feedback and freewheeling diodes. Application of PD. So application of power diode basically is an uncontrolled rectifier, as we can utilize this. Chopper, inverter, and control converters we can utilize as a power diode. And in different type of commutating circuit of SCR we will utilize PD. Half control converter and half bridge converter inverters we will utilize power diode. So power diode are basically, due to their high rating, are utilized in inverters, commutating circuits, and half bridge and full controlled rectifiers. So these are the further classification of our power semiconductor devices. One is our power diode, already told you, like uncontrolled turn on and off characteristics kind of. Then thyristors, control turn and uncontrolled turn off characteristics. Then again power transistor, BJT, MOSFET, GTO and IGBT, they have like control turn and off characteristics both, because we always make the control turn and on off at the same time of operation. Then continuous time signal requirements like BJT, MOSFET, IGBT or CT categories are false in that. Then pulse gate requirement like SCR, GTO or MCT, they are operated on the gate terminal voltage. Then bipolar voltage withstanding capability, SCR and GTO are example for that. Unipolar voltage withstanding capabilities, that BJT, MOSFET, GTO, IGBT, MST. And bidirectional current capability, TRIAC, RC8, because they work in both directions. And unidirectional current capability like SCR, GTO, BJT, these are IGBT, MCT, diode, etc. These are unidirectional current capability. So these all categories of our semiconductor devices. Thank you very much for listening. So please subscribe our channels and stay tuned with us on more power electronics videos. Thank you.